The biological macromolecules. All living things are made up of four classes of large biological molecules: carbohydrates, lipids, protein, nucleic acids. Macromolecules are large molecules composed of thousands of covalent bond atoms. Carbohydrate. Structure of carbohydrates. The simplest structure of carbohydrates is monosaccharide, which consists of carbonyl groups and hydroxy groups, at least two groups. Sources of these macromolecules. Monosaccharide is a monomer of macromolecule carbohydrates. Single sugar molecules consist of 3 to 8 carbon atoms. Colorless, water, soluble, some have a sweet taste, is the smallest sugar molecules. Example: glucose, fructose, galactose. Disaccharide, double sugar molecule is a sugar formed by two monosaccharides linked by chemical bonds. Is soluble in water, consists of maltose, glucose, and glucose found in malt, lactose, glucose, and galactose found in milk, sucrose, glucose, and fructose found in cane sugar. Polysaccharide is a polymer of monosaccharide, unsweetened, difficult to dissolve in water, consists of starch, contains amylase and amylopectin. Glycogen, it is a source of energy stored in the liver. Cellulose, it is the structure of the plant cell wall. The primary function of carbohydrate: provide energy. Carbohydrates is to supply energy to all cells in the body. Many cells prefer glucose as a source of energy. Biomacromolecules. Although most absorb glucose is used to make energy, some glucose is converted to ribose and deoxyribose, which are essential building blocks of important macromolecules such as ADN and ATP. Stored energies. If the body already has enough energy to support its function, the excess glucose is stored as glycogen. Spare proteins. In a situation where there is not enough glucose to meet the body's needs, glucose is synthesized from amino acids. Because there is no storage molecule of amino acids, this process requires the destruction of proteins, primarily from muscle tissue. Diseases that could arise from the lack of carbohydrate. Detoxic condition caused by the body getting fewer carbohydrates until the necessary fat and protein to be used as energy instead of making the body high in acid. Proteins. Structure of proteins. Primary structure. The simplest level of protein structure. Primary structure is simply the sequence of amino acids in a polypeptide chain. Each chain has its own set of amino acids assembled in a particular order. Secondary structure. It is a structure formed by amino acids within the same polypeptide chain. They act with hydrogen bonds which occur in uniformly spaced positions, resulting in the three-dimensional structure of proteins with two main forms: alpha spiral, alpha helix, which looks like a spiral cord spinning the alpha strand in the basic building block in both fibrous proteins and in globular proteins, beta sheets or plated sheets, which are fluid leaflets. Tertiary structure. It is a structure that arises after the secondary structure has been formed. It is a structure formed by the bonds between different R groups, side chains of the same amino acid. Quaternary structure, formed by the combination of more than one polypeptide wide with weak attraction between arc groups between polypeptide chains, not yet committed, which is on the outer surface of the structure. This fourth order structure is found in enzyme molecules. Sources of these protein macromolecules. Protein macromolecules are formed by amino acids bound by peptide bond. The interconnections between molecules, which are arranged in different order type and number, form a large molecular structure with a large molar mass. Here are 4 important functions of protein in your body. Help your body repair itself after injury. Protein can help your body repair after it has been injured. This makes perfect sense as it forms the main building blocks of your tissue and organ. Acts as a messenger. Some proteins are hormones, which are chemical messengers that aid communication between your cells, tissue, and organs. Transport and store nutrients. Transport protein carries substance throughout your bloodstream into cells, out of cells, or within cells. Provide energy. Protein can supply your body with energy. The function of proteins. Proteins are made up of amino acids that join together to form long chains. You can think of a protein as a string of beads in which each bead is an amino acid. There are 20 amino acids that help form the thousands of different proteins in your body. Proteins do much of their work in the cell and perform various jobs. Diseases that could arise from the lack of proteins. Kwashiorkor. It is a protein and calorie deficiency disease. The type of protein deficiency is severe. The child has ovarian swelling on both legs. The hair is thin and brittle and full of easily enraged liver. Depresses at the sad-look thin and peeling skin. Lipids. It is a lipid that is derived from the first 2 types of fats mentioned above. Type of lipid. Simple lipid. Example, triglyceride. Wax. Compound lipid. Example, phospholipids, glycolipids, lipoprotein, dwight lipid, fatty acid, glycerol, monoglyceride, diglyceride, steroid, cholesterol, vitamin A, D, E, K. Function of lipid. Energy storage lipid. Triglycerols are the primary storage form of long-chain fatty acids, which are broken down for energy and used in the structural formation of cells. Fats store energy in the form of triglycerols. Insulating and protecting. Visceral fats around vital organs such as the heart, kidney, and liver. Subcutaneous fats insulate the body from extreme temperature and helps keep the internal climate under control. Disease that could arise from the lack of lipid. Ischemic stroke. Ischemic stroke is caused it has high triglyceride, which is a body has triglyceride higher than normal. Triglycerides are lipids that body can synthesize them or they come from food, for example, oil, butter, other food rich lipids, and etc. Deoxyribonucleic acid (DNA). DNA or deoxyribonucleic acid is a long molecule that contains our unique genetic code. Like a recipe book, it holds the instructions for making all the protein in our body. Your genome is made of a chemical cell deoxyribonucleic acid or DNA for short. Ribonucleic acid (RNA) is a polyribonucleotide. Nucleotides are joined by a bond phosphodiester in the 5' to 3' direction like DNA. Function of nucleic acid: 1. Storage of genetic information. 2. Storage of chemical energy. 3. Form part of coenzymes. 4. Act as second messenger in single transduction. Disease that could arise from the lack of nucleic acid: severe combined immunodeficiency (SCID), mutations in different genes involved in the development and function of infection-fighting immune cells. My name is Thanaporn Sisopha, class 5.3, number 21. Thank you.